Hello scholars, welcome back. Mr. Hinkle here, and today we are going to introduce igneous rocks. They are one of the three types of rocks that form the rock cycle, how we understand the creation, transformation, and recycling of earth materials. And in today's lecture we will introduce igneous rocks, how they form. We'll look at the difference between magma and lava, and then also identify the difference between intrusive igneous rocks and extrusive igneous rocks. So here is the rock cycle. And it's not a linear pathway. There are many paths, but you have key components: igneous rocks, sediments, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks, and magma, and various processes that transform from one type to another. In this lecture, we are focused on igneous rocks. So, igneous rocks are created from the cooling and solidification or crystallization of a melt. So that means that liquid rock or melted rock in Earth's surface cools to a temperature where the liquid changes form into a solid, and that changing of a form causes crystals or minerals to develop. These minerals are held together like interlocking puzzle pieces. In intrusive rocks, you can see because the crystals are big, and extrusive rocks, you have to use a microscope or a magnifying glass, but more on that to come. The word igneous comes from the Latin word ignis, meaning fire. Fire being that lava is hot, lava resembles fire, and when lava cools, it turns into an igneous rock. So let's talk about what is lava. Well, for our conversation of igneous rocks, we are going to think about, right, cool from melt. I just want to get these thoughts on the board real quick. Igneous rocks cool from a melt. Now, the melt can be lava or magma. Both are liquid rock, or rock before it has cooled or solidified or crystallized. Now, when the melt is underneath of the surface of the earth, we call it magma. And when this same material erupts onto the surface of the earth, it is called lava. So the location of where the melt is under the surface of the earth, magma, or above the surface of the earth, lava. The location is going to be very important for distinguishing where it is. And we do this because there are different physical properties that occur when you have igneous rocks formed by magma or igneous rocks formed by lava. Igneous rocks cool from melts. Rocks are identified by the way that they form. Igneous rocks are formed through the crystallization from a melt. Lava on the surface, magma on the subsurface. Lava erupts on the surface to create extrusive rocks. Magma cools underneath the surface to create intrusive rocks. You can think about this as the excuse me, as the exterior of Earth, where the lava occurs, creates extrusive rocks. The interior of Earth, where magma exists, creates intrusive rocks. So we have two types of igneous rocks: igneous, intrusive, and igneous, extrusive. Excellent. Intrusive rocks form beneath the surface of Earth, and because they're beneath the surface of Earth, they have a slow cooling rate. That slow cooling rate leads to very large crystals. Here in my hand you have granite, which makes up the majority of Earth's crust. Not all of it. Earth is extremely complex and variable, but the average rock of Earth's crust is granite or of granitic composition. We also have diorite and gabbro. Half Dome, the Sierra Nevadas, made of granite. Can you see? Did it zoom? I'm hoping so. Or focus, I guess. Lots of crystals that you can see with the naked eye that are interlocking like puzzle pieces. This rock was formed underneath the surface. This is an igneous, intrusive rock underneath the surface. So if we go, here's the surface. Here's a chamber of rock that feeds a volcano. Intrusive happens underneath the surface. I know I'm being repetitive, but it's how we learn, right? Through hearing it multiple times. Extrusive igneous rock, this is also called lava rock, although in geology we don't call it lava rock, we call it extrusive igneous rock. When the lava erupts on the surface, it cools very rapidly, and because it cools so rapid, the crystals don't have as much time to grow nice and big, so we get a rock that has minerals you need to use a microscope or a hand lens, a magnifier, in order to see. So this is the common rock of oceanic crust, basalt, that erupts at volcanoes on the surface, but also at mid-ocean ridges lining the middle of our ocean basins. So extrusive rock, we'll go here, erupts at volcanoes. These volcanoes can be, again, on the surface of continents, or they can be on the surface of the ocean, but it's above or below the surface of Earth, whether it's in the oceans or on land. Okay, this was our introduction to igneous rocks. Rocks are identified by how they form. Igneous rocks form by the solidification or the crystallization from a melt, giving us two types of igneous rocks. Igneous intrusive rocks that form from a magma underneath the surface of the Earth. Igneous extrusive rocks that form from lava above the surface of the Earth. That's our introduction. We'll go more in detail, but important to distinguish igneous rocks, how they form, and the two types that there are. Thank you so much.